champions. Spain, of course, the reigning world champions at the World Cup in China this summer in an amazing tournament. And we take a look now at the next steps in the FIBA. It's the EuroBasket Qualifiers. Spain beating Romania in game day 1. Poland losing by 4 in a tough game against Israel. And of course, Spain and Poland playing here today, and Israel and Romania facing off later. In Group A, Spain currently at the top thanks to that victory. It's a 13-point margin. Israel, and this is a very tough group. Obviously, all 4 teams have a chance to advance. All 4 teams very, very strong. Poland is coming off a fantastic World Cup under Coach Mike Taylor, but not as good as Coach Sergio Scariolo's Spanish triumph as they take back the throne. You get the player introductions. You see there AJ Slaughter, who had coming off an incredible game the other night against Israel. 29 points on 10 of 16, knocked down 8 threes. There's Damian Kulik, who a lot of Polish fans will remember for hitting a basically game-winning shot against China in China to ensure they advance to the second round in that World Cup. Poland coming out firing, winning the first 4 games. And there is Coach Mike Taylor, the American, who was one of the darling coaches at the World Cup. Great press conferences, and of course his team playing so hard. But these Spanish fans, what a year it's been for them. 2019, obviously looking for 2020 to be much of the same. This team, which only features 1 player from that World Cup, Javier Buran, who appeared in 4 games for Spain over in China. But their other players are still very, very strong. They see Sebastian Saiz. He had 17 points and 10 rebounds against Romania the other night. Player introductions for the home side Spain.
Con el 9 la fuerza de Nacho Llobet. 11 para el sueño español de Sebasay. Con el 12 la revolución se llama Carlos Alocé.
Hear the ovation for Alocé, of course, the point guard here in Zaragoza, his home stadium.
14 es comunal Jonathan Barreiro. 16 ¿te gusta? Claro, es Santi Busca. 22 24, Daniel, el travieso vive, y con el número 33, la leyenda continúa, Javier Peña.
So those are the Spanish players. There is Sergio Scariolo, the Italian native, but obviously the legendary Spanish coach, also an assistant coach for the Toronto Raptors. We'll have a quick pause and commentary for the playing of the national anthems. So those were the national anthems for Poland and Spain. Those, as I said, were the national anthems from first Poland and then Spain. And the players will be exchanging pleasantries and souvenirs at half court in that traditional display of FIBA sportsmanship that you always love to see. And these are two countries with a rich basketball history. Actually, we'll talk about that in a second. The referees for today from Turkey, Yener Yilmaz, from Croatia, Martin Gulic, and from Slovakia, Benko Tomasovic. So these two teams have faced off in the past many, many times. Poland actually winning the first 6 matchups, and then Spain winning the last 7. So something will break today. Either Poland's losing streak against Spain, the last loss for Spain against Poland was back in 1971 of the European Championships, but prior to that, Poland dominated all their games against Spain. And they last faced off at the EuroBasket in 2015, Spain winning that one 80-66. A lot of new faces though since then. Poland, a very confident team. We'll see the starting 5: Michael Sakalowski, Aaron Sell in the front court, AJ Slaughter, the point guard, Adam Persaniuk inside, and Lukas Koszarek, who's usually the backup point guard, but he'll play alongside Slaughter in the backcourt. We'll see if Balcerowski, the exciting 19-year-old, 7'1" power forward, didn't get to play the other night against Israel for Mike Taylor. And we'll see if Taylor's able to use him today. He's a phenomenal player, great talent. And subsequently, all 5 starters were players at the World Cup in China. And of course, that's a team that got 8th as they advanced to the second round after a great group phase stage with wins over Ivory Coast, Venezuela, and China. But Spain obviously had the best tournament of all, coming out with the gold. An electrifying victory in double overtime against Australia in the semifinals. Then they took care of business against Argentina in the final. None of these players, except for Javier Beran, was involved in that World Cup, but it's Sebastian Saiz at center. Carlos Alocen, the point guard, just 19 years old, had a phenomenal game, 9 assists, only 1 turnover the other night. Captain Xavier Rabaseda, Danny Diaz, and then of course Javier Beran. So a strong starting lineup still for Spain. Carlos Alocen, as I mentioned, only 3 points against Romania, but those 9 assists in his debut for the national team in terms of the qualifiers for Sergio Scariolo. Scariolo so appreciative to his employer, the Toronto Raptors, letting him, or allowing him, I should say, to coach. Group A, so the 3 highest placed teams from each group, and particularly this group, will advance to the EuroBasket next summer.
Y por parte de la selección española lo harán de inicio Seba Saiz, Carlos Alocen, Xavi Rabaseda, Dani Díaz y Javier Beirán.
So Spain currently number 2 in the world of FIBA. USA still at 1, but Poland, highest they've been in a while, number 13, thanks to their performance at the World Cup. So that loss against Israel, pretty tough to swallow. So we're just moments away now from the opening tip. And of course, this is the first game these Spanish fans get to see since they've been crowned world champions. And then you can also see there in the background, Mamba Forever and Thank You, David. Those are honors to David Stern and, of course, the late Kobe Bryant. And it's been a tough 2020 for many basketball fans around the world so far, and it's just great that we get these international competitions. And we're going to have a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant and David Stern. So that was to pay respect to Kobe Bryant, who of course died in a tragic helicopter accident just a few weeks ago, and then David Stern, who had a brain hemorrhage, passing away in early January 1st actually. So two people responsible for helping basketball grow so much internationally, and obviously we're at a point now where players, they know from any country they can win these tournaments, whether it's Slovenia, the last EuroBasket, Spain at this previous World Cup. And they're going to have this young basketball lover, you can see there on her shirt, give the game ball to the officials. And that's what you love to see. It's all about the kids and the future generations. This current golden generation of Spanish basketball continues. There's AJ Slaughter. We are live and underway. Poland, before I can even introduce them, as we have a deflection, but we're live here at the Pabellon Príncipe Felipe in Zaragoza, Spain, for this Group A matchup of the EuroBasket Qualifiers. Coach Mike Taylor and his Poland squad facing off against world champion Spain. And here's Spain's first possession in red, Poland in white. It's Carlos Alocen, the 19-year-old point guard, running the show. Sebastian Saiz coming off a phenomenal performance against Romania. And the little elbow jump shot, no good that time from Rabaseda, but the offensive rebound, another possession for the Spaniards. And Rabaseda, drive and kick. Alocen gets inside, tough little fadeaway, knocks it down. And again, Alocen, who plays here for Casademont Zaragoza. This is his home arena, got a nice ovation from the fans. Poland looking to respond. Hrusaniak, the big man, sets great screens. Here's Michael Sokolowski. Tough spin fadeaway, and that's off. Saiz gathers the rebound. Saiz with a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, also a couple of blocks against Romania. Alocen gets inside again, little push shot. A little bit too much strength on that one. And the drive from Sell off the glass. Aaron Sell, the 6'9", very versatile power forward. Does a number of things for Poland, and in this case, gets them on the board. Oh, the nice skip pass, three-pointer in the corner. That was Diaz. Couldn't get it, but Saiz tracks down the offensive glass rebound and gets a bump for Hrusaniak. And that's going to be a great matchup. Hrusaniak, the nickname the Beast, but that time it's Saiz who's able to hustle, get the ball, and then draw the foul. And a reach-in foul called on Slaughter. AJ Slaughter trying to defend Rabaseda. Slaughter plays his professional basketball here in Spain for Real Betis. Oh, Rabaseda, yeah, might have traveled. Looked like he dragged that right pivot foot. So 2-2 still here early on. Let's watch that. His right foot. Yep. Dragged it ever so slightly and just off balance. Koshadek bringing it up so they can go off ball with Slaughter. Slaughter looking to score, very aggressive. Gets inside. Can't hit that one. And Said's already another rebound. Nice slip. It's taken away by Poland. Alosen thought about the three, looking for the screen, refuses it. Rabaseda catches, shoot three from the corner. It's good. And some great offense and ball movement from Spain leads to the three-pointer. Koshadek taken away. Great defense from Beran. Chance for Spain to run. Alosen lobs it up, and it's deflected away by Sokolowski. So Poland, good transition defense. Now Slaughter pushes it all the way to Saiz, blocks it. Nice dump off pass, and it's just placed into the hoop there by Dani Diaz. Once again, Spain, they're always known for their passing. Very unselfish team. That's the culture of the federation, really. Alosen already 2 assists. Koshadek, his three-pointer, no good. Ball goes over the backboard. Diaz the rebound. Spain running a little action to free up Alosen. Saiz setting multiple screens, and Beran all the way to the baseline reverse. And that's going to lead to the early timeout here from Mike Taylor, as Spain makes a nice 7-0 run. So we'll listen in to Coach Taylor's huddle in just a moment. Take a look here. Beran, no help side. Hersanyuk didn't want to leave Saiz. And Saiz already leaving his stamp on this game early. 4 rebounds and a block for the big man, Dani Diaz, in his first 2. Let's listen in.
Go to the basket and then relocate. Try to finish strong through the contact. We got to create better shots. Next play. Horns pop 5, horns pop 4. The first one, horns pop 5, long piece, second side for AJ. AJ, this may be a backboard situation, okay? Got it? Horns pop 5, horns pop 4. Keep up your work, multiple efforts. We got a rebound on D. Here we go, come on.
That was the Alosen assist for the Rabaseda three-pointer and the Saiz block. And you heard the instructions from Mike Taylor to his team. Looking to get A.J. Slaughter going on offense, and also they need to rebound. So far, just 1 rebound for Poland, already 7 for Spain. Spain obviously shooting much better, 4 of 7 from the field. Poland just starting 1 of 6. So look for Slaughter to get 2 high screens here. And instead he just kind of pulls up with a long 2. So Slaughter, slight play breakdown, but it works out. His first basket. And they switch it. See switching man-to-man defense here from Poland. And they leave Saiz with a mismatch. Finds Diaz, who can't finish the layup. So good contest there from Poland. Sell to Sokolowski. Oh, Euro step to get around Saiz, and he lays it in. So the secondary fast break pays off there for Poland. As you see Damian Kulik, number 77, getting ready to check in. Saiz didn't even look at the rim. Alosen does. And his three-pointer no good. Saiz, another offensive rebound, but it's blocked. Look for Slaughter to get the 2 screens again. Passes it up, actually. Hersanyuk Two-man game with Koshadek for three. Again, no good. Saiz chases down the board. You can see why Saiz had a double-double the other night. Seems to collect every rebound. Here he is, bullies his way to the basket. Oh, the running hook, no good. Near turnover in the backcourt. Slaughter calls out the play. Goes back door. Tough reverse. Good help side defense, forcing the altered shot. Poland a little bit disorganized defensively. Beran lobs at Saiz. Another deflection. Hersanyuk read that all the way. Koshadek spin cycle. Slaughter, too much room. And he can't hit on the long three. So up and down we go. Couple stops, consecutive stops for both teams defensively. Beran skips it over. Diaz catch and shoot three from the wing, and it's good. Nice vision there from Beran. And Diaz showing us the inside-out game. Spain doubling up on Poland here, 12-6. Itzel left wide open on the baseline. Too much room, it seemed. Beran rebounding and pushing. Turns the corner and throws it away. Slaughter, breakaway chance here. Rabaseda. Oh, he chases him down and swats it off the glass. Slaughter did not think that Rabaseda could catch up with a 6'5" forward, showing you the defensive hops. Here he is in the other end, and he can't make it an end-to-end play. So again, back and forth we go. Slaughter, this time he just gets all the way to the rim for the finger roll before stumbling. So Slaughter, relentless, attacking the basket. And players looking a little gassed here. We've had a lot of transitions. Ooh, tough screen. Saiz on the block. Nice jump hook. Fundamental post work there from Sebastian Saiz as he gets his first basket. Now all 5 starters for Spain have scored. Once again, that balance we've seen for years and years, no matter who's in that red uniform. Anybody on the floor can score. Koshadek gets inside. Shot clock down as Sell hits on the long distance three. So they needed that one. And now we will have a timeout. Oh, substitutions here. So Santa Yusta checks in number 16. 20-year-old player plays in the Champions League. Look at Rabaseda. Slaughter just very casual here. And you gotta appreciate that defensive hustle from that man right there, Rabaseda. Also, Rodrigo San Miguel checks in. The backup point guard, who also plays here in Casa de Mon Zaragoza. Although he had a tough game on Thursday. There's a three-pointer. Yusta checked in, no hesitation. Also Dario Brizuela, number 8 with the ball now. And inside is Jovet. There is Brizuela with 2 points. So 4 bench players for Spain. Dani Diaz, the only starter to stay out on the floor, but he'll be coming out shortly. Little kick out. Sell, can he make it 2 in a row? Airballs that one. And they're going to call a foul inside on Brizuela, looking to box out. So Diaz will head to the bench, and Barrero checks in, number 14. Barrero, who didn't feature the other night. And another foul called, only the second team foul on Spain, and we're already in the last minute. And San Miguel looking to deny Slaughter. Did get his hand on the ball, but a foul nonetheless. Oh, Kulig freed up inside, and he finished strong right over Jovic. Three-point game now. Brizuela knocks down the three. And Spain continuing to shoot well. That's now their third three-pointer on the night, 8 of 17 overall. And fans starting to get into it. Sokolowski takes a bump, and they're going to say 2 shots. So with just 5 seconds on the shot clock and under 14 seconds in the game clock, Scariolo will talk to the referees himself. We'll have another look here. Jovic thought he was just moving his feet. Tough foul call. You hear the Brizuela, look at that perfect form on the jumper. Scariolo not resting the case yet. Sokolowski knocks down the first free throw. Sokolowski, who had a great first game at the World Cup against Venezuela, is actually one of their players of the game. As you see Slaughter get a short rest. So 2 for 2 for Sokolowski. Poland hanging close, 4-point game, final possession here for Spain of the first quarter. Brizuela, and a couple fouls to give. That time it was Michal Michalak. Michalak, who is the backup shooting guard, 6'6", good length. Has 6 points against Israel. And out of bounds, so San Miguel, the unforced turnover. Also in the game for Poland, number 10, Lukasz Golenda. That's him guarding San Miguel, forcing the turnover. So 4 seconds left. Sokolowski looking to get all the way. Oh, a foul. There's one more foul to give. A very smart foul there from Justa. So 0.3 seconds here. Justa making sure Sokolowski couldn't get off an easy shot. And Guerrero checks in, number 13 for Spain. All you can really do is quick catch and shoot. That won't have counted anyway. Kulig's shot at the end of the first quarter. Spain 19, Poland 15. And this matchup of 2 strong European basketball programs from Zaragoza. Spain up 4 after 10 minutes. See the shooting, Spain 5 of 11 from 2, 3 of 6 from 3. Poland, on the other hand, 6 of 17 from overall, still struggling a bit. Just 35% shooting. As we'll check out some of the highlights of that first quarter. Spain dominant on the boards, 14 rebounds, just 6 for Poland. Spain just doing a better job getting better shots, more ball movement, more passing. Poland has been able to get a couple baskets in transition, Slaughter and Sokolowski. See that Euro step there from Soka. So The other Group A game between Romania and Israel will take place 24 hours from now. But in other EuroBasket qualifying action, Serbia only up 2 against Georgia. That's in Serbia. Austria with a 2-point lead on Slovenia in the third quarter. And Hungary in a 1-point game against Ukraine. So all the European games right now, very, very close. And look at this turnout as well. The fans packing out this place. As you see, the next FIBA EuroBasket qualifying games will take place in the second window in November. And one thing we've talked about throughout this qualifying run, the first couple of game days, is the response from the fans. They love watching their national teams in action in meaningful games, whether it's Belgium against Lithuania, getting a big win at home there, Netherlands over Turkey. You know, there's been some surprising results. So second quarter getting started here. A lot of the same players still on the floor. Scariolo staying with his bench. San Miguel. Oh, nice deflection. And it's taken away by Giello, number 21 for Poland. 6'9" backup power forward. They want to go inside to Kulik, and it's deflected, but out of bounds. So Barreto couldn't save it. And another deflection. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Barreto, Brizuela, Jovet, San Miguel, and Justa on the floor for Spain. Giello, Kolenda, Kulig, Michalak, and Sokolowski for Poland, and it's an offensive foul. Kulig just laying out San Miguel on the screen. Rung his bell a little bit. Take another look here. The hard screen, San Miguel almost running into the shoulder. And that's a big man. Damon Kulik, 6'9", plays bigger. Nice pass inside, and then a foul on the way up. Brizuela wanting the unsportsmanlike. Not sure what argument he has here. See the nice backdoor pass from Jovet. Okay, he's claiming that Sokolowski just grabbed him, didn't make a play on the ball. It's a fair argument. Brizuela knocks down the first. Ricardo Brizuela, who plays for Unicaja. 10 points against Romania in 17 minutes. Missing that free throw. And Kulik snatches the rebound. Michalak, three-pointer, no good. Gets his own rebound, though, on the long bounce out. Golenda, a little two-man action with Kulik. Goes the other way. And a foul with less than a second on the shot clock. Gonna go against Jovet. Now sends Sokolowski to the line. Sokolowski was looking to pass it to the wide open Kulik there. Kulik, I should say, sorry. Jovet walling up the shooter. And Sokolowski hits the first free throw. A few Polish fans here in attendance. Both free throws, and it makes it a one-possession game, 20-17. And all this was slaughtered on the bench as well for Poland, as you see a nice 2-2-1 press trying to slow things down. So Scariolo will make his own little adjustment. Takes Jovet out. Poland staying in his zone press. And they fall back into a 2-3 zone in the half court. Venezuela way downtown. It's short. And it's a stop for Poland. Two-man action. Michalek, the runner, leaves it short. And still no field goal for Spain here, or for either team in the first couple of minutes. Justa, nice crossover pull-up. He knocks down the jumper. Santi Justa, another Basketball Champions League player for Iberostar Tenerife. He's 22 years old, but he's got a lot of game. Michalek, catch and shoot three. He's off. San Miguel gets below the foul line. Oh, great pass inside, and an even better finish from Barreto. Justa with the feed. Good defense from Barreto. No room for Michalek, and he forces a travel. So great defense in the end from Barreto. Just stayed with the guard. See there, just moving his feet, staying down on the pump fake, and forcing Michalek to drag his foot. Ferran Basas, number 7 in the game for the first time. Here he is with the ball. The third point guard for Spain, and he gets deflected. It's a block there from Kulig. And there'll be a shot clock violation as Guerrero Pino couldn't get the shot off before the buzzer. And they push in the back. Justa, a little bit too much ball pressure. Kulig bullies his way. Oh, nice little jump hook. Damian Kulig cuts it down 24-19. Justa, tough finish with the left, high off the glass. A lot of spin on that one. And Santi looking real good here in the second quarter. Gets his second field goal. Kulig, nice pass. Zaskowski stripped away. Chance for Spain to run. Barreto all the way to the cup. And that's going to lead to a timeout as Spain's bench picking up the pace here. Jonathan Barreto now with 4 points. You see the strip first. Barreto, good defense. Another good pass from Justa. And Barreto, 6'8", who also plays here for Casa de Mon Zaragoza. Able to get all the way. Here is Justa's lefty finish with the English off the glass, brings the teammates off the bench. Let's listen in here to Coach Taylor.
Now look, first play, 60 plus. AJ, Sacco, actually AJ, Sacco, Kulig, yellow, Koshari, run your cut, hit, hard cut, ready for your split, back.
So there you see and hear Coach Taylor. Not a more exciting coach on the sidelines. Always talking, also always willing to talk to anyone about basketball. He's had a tremendous journey here in the world of FIBA. Obviously coaching in Germany for a little while, but he really enjoys leading this Polish team here in international competition. Koszadek back on the floor. Oh, nice play. They executed it perfectly. That's what you saw him draw up, and it leads to the layup from Sokolowski off the perfect pass from Kulik. And there's nothing you'd like to see more as a coach than your players executing to perfection. And then a steal here. Kulik, another nice pass. Oh, the block, Rabaseda. His second chase down. Slaughter, woo, three-pointer in transition. And that's how you respond out of the timeout. Poland right back in it after a 5-0 run. See here, Kulik, Rabaseda swats it away, but they stay with it. Slaughter right before Justa could get there in rhythm. And now it's Spain's turn. Call the timeout. We'll listen to Coach Scariolo.
Os estáis dejando empujar hacia afuera en los mano a mano, ir hacia adentro y luego la puerta atrás hay que mirarla. Son canastas fáciles esas. Están haciendo hay puerta atrás, miramos con paciencia y luego empujar y venir al mano a mano. Atrás. Slaughter. Negarle en todo el campo. Una cosa. Vamos a empezar.
So that was the perfectly executed play. Poland bringing back their press. Make them in a 2-2, so Spain sets up their press breaker. Just to slow down the Spanish offense. Rabaseda attacks the cup. Too strong with the layup, but the ball stays with Spain. And now looking to get reorganized defensively is Poland. Beran mismatch on Slaughter. Nice double team from Kulik. Kicks it out, and Basas can't get the three. Saiz, rebound, put back. The big man immediately contributing right back off the bench. And Kulik almost ran the same play there for Slaughter. On the back screen, hands it off to Koszadek. And a three-pointer fouled. Wow, Giello will head to the foul line for three, as Diaz couldn't quite get there in time for the closeout. Not much arguing from him. Giello felt the contact and just fell to the ground. 3 free throws to come. Hits the first. Giello also plays here in Spain for Iberostar Tenerife. So a few of his teammates on the other side, Justa and Diaz. So Diaz actually fouling his club teammate. So Spain committing a turnover, and Poland now with a chance to either tie it or at least cut the deficit down to 1 or 2. Koszadek. Kulik, he can hit that. Not this time, though. Made on the rebound and push. You see a 4-out, 1-in, Spain. Bringing Saiz up. Skip pass, Rabaseda, catch and shoot. Too strong. And Giello flies in for the rebound. Slaughter doesn't need much room. Koszarek, he had the layup, but he gives it up to Sokolowski. Unselfish play there from Lukasz Koszarek. And Sokolowski. Beran skips it over. They leave Rabacedo wide open, and he misses again, surprisingly.
Primera falta personal del jugador polaco Koszarek. Hay cambio en España, sale Ferran Basas, entra Carlos Alofén.
So 14 bench points for Spain, almost half of their total. Diaz, this time he hits a three. Aaron Sell getting caught on the screen. And he pushes the lead back up to 4. Oh, the skip pass, Sell wide open, can't answer. Saiz, another rebound, that's 8 already in this first half. Oh, Saiz left on alone inside. Oh, he misses the blank bunny. Point blank range. Off a nice pass from Rabaceda. Slaughter, a little hesitation. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline, no cooling, right there for the rebound putback, and it rolls in. Two-point game. Again, we knew this one was going to be tight. Poland not scared of anyone. Not even the world champions, as Slaughter gets a steal. Throws it up ahead. Oh, deflection ends up with Sell, and the game is tied. Only 2 minutes left in the first half. So Poland turning defense into offense. Sell trying to discuss with the referee. But what a performance here in the second quarter. 18-14 advantage for Poland. Let's listen in.
Cualquier triangulación nos vale. Subir a darle una línea de pase. Se cierran. La cambiamos, ¿vale? Pero es difícil darla directa. Aquí entran desde las esquinas, tiramos de las esquinas, ¿vale? Nos están pillando con puerta atrás en el lado fuerte. No puede existir eso. Nunca podemos ayudar. Está pendiente solo del balón en el lado fuerte. Tenemos todo el lado débil para ayudar, ¿vale? En el cuernos, quédate más arriba. Quédate más abajo. Quiero que penetre. Intenta, atácale uno. ¿Vale? Venga, vamos. 1, 2, 3.
And this Poland team is very dangerous. They have the go-to scorer in Slaughter, great role players, great screen setters, great cutters, a couple shooters. And they have the self-belief more than anything. Another offensive foul. So Spain somewhat falling apart here in the final moments of the second quarter.
Sale precisamente Dani Díez, entra Santi Justa.
Justa will come back in. Spain now in the penalty. And Slaughter step back three, money. Tough shot, but he gets tough buckets, and he's starting to heat up now after a tough start to the game. Slaughter now with 10 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Of course, he hit 8 the other game, and then now another turnover. This time it's Alocen with the travel. So Poland 3-point lead and all the momentum. The chance here to add to it. Slaughter pulls up from the elbow, short. Poland back in a man. And it's going to be a kick. Oh, no. Turnover again. So the last 4 or 5 possessions for Spain have just not gone well. Taking a look here. Alderson. Oh, they called it kickball because it hit his foot, his own foot. So good defense for Sokolowski. Slaughter. Pick and pop with Sell. And he gets called for the travel, although his foot, I don't know if he dragged it, but you see here, Beran gets to the spot. That is indeed a travel. Now a chance for Spain to just make something happen. They've gone very, very cold in the last few moments. Saiz. Bullies his way to the basket, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2. So Saiz, such a strong play on that block. And you see Bushecki. Not much he can do there. And Saiz puts an end to the run. Spain stuck on 33 since that Dani Diaz three-pointer. Knocks down both. So after 4 consecutive turnovers, 2 free throws for Spain, and Justa will check out. 23 seconds left here in the half, so the shot clock turned off. And expect AJ Slaughter to look to create a shot for either himself or a teammate. And ball deflected there. Good defense from Rabaseda. Rabaseda, Beran, and Roman Balcerowski, who's on the bench right now, all teammates for Gran Canaria. Slaughter gets away from the defender and to the rim. Some contact, no call, but a strong drive and then a near steal. But it's deflected out of bounds with 0.7 left. So Sokolowski almost had the full steal, but instead teammate deflects it. And Poland up 3 now. 0.7, it's enough time for a catch and shoot for Spain. Beran can't hit the fadeaway. So Mike Taylor has to be happy with his team's performance here in the first half. They go into the locker room here at the Pabellon Príncipe Felipe with a 3-point lead on the world champions. 38-35, Poland over Spain after 20 minutes. That Spain shooting pretty well from 2, knocking down 4 threes, but Poland has been able to get to the free throw line and create some easy shots, especially towards the end of the second quarter. So despite the 9 rebound advantage, Poland still find themselves down 3 on the scoreboard. Poland 6 steals, very aggressive defensively. And you see AJ Slaughter leads the way with 12 points on 5 of 12. Sokolowski with 8, Sell with 7 for Poland. Diaz leading scorer for Spain with 8, Zuela with 6, and Saiz with 6. Saiz also with 8 rebounds, including 3 offensive rebounds. So let's watch some of the highlights of the first half of basketball. Santi Justa 4 points and 2 assists, making some nice plays. Does have 2 personal fouls, though. Diaz and Justa, the 2 Spanish players, with 2 fouls. And no Polish player has more than 1 foul, so no foul trouble there. Poland's been able to capitalize off the turnovers. There's 10 points off of those 13 Spanish turnovers. 13 turnovers for Spain in a half is enormous. Usually so careful with the ball, but they've been a little bit kind of off the mark there. Poland also managing 20 points in the paint. So despite Spain having a 9-point lead at one point, and despite Spain leading for 16 minutes of the 20, they go into the halftime break down 3. Of course, AJ Slaughter, such an, not even an X factor, he's the main factor. 12 points, had 29 the other night in a losing effort against Israel. 10 of 16 shooting, hit 8 threes, also had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. AJ Slaughter out of Louisville, Kentucky. Sokolowski, another player who stepped up here. He's got 8 points. One of the go-to players, not just for Spain, but throughout the group stages, averaged 13 points overall.
Cada concursante tendrá que tirar tiros libres y por cada uno que acierte lo intercambiará por una ficha. Un aplauso para las participantes. Ellas son Paula y Mary. ¿Quién es Paula? Pues Paula, que por aquí. Mary, vete al tiro libre de la otra canasta. Me han dicho que hay mucho nivel en estas dos jugadoras. Y en juego una camiseta de entrenamiento de la selección española. Por cada acierto intercambiamos las chapas y las vamos colocando aquí. La primera que consiga el 3 en raya gana. Así que muchísima suerte. Sí, hacemos una cuenta atrás entre todos. 5. Empezamos con el 3 en raya de Quirón Salud. Ahí están los primeros lanzamientos. Intercambiamos la chapa. Mary lleva un pelín de ventaja a Paula. La pone en el centro, claro. Tirón salud. La salud persona a persona. El tiro libre al tiro libre. Ahí está Paula. Lo pone en la esquinita, casi se cae. Seguimos lanzando. Mary Paula, tirón salud. Una camiseta de entrenamiento de la selección española en juego. Nada más y nada menos. A ver si alguna de ellas consigue la segunda.
Serena loses it, and out to breakaway, easy 2-0, the reverse throwdown. Gabrielle Lundberg.
Turkey look to make the fast start.
Oh my Lord.
Richard has the ball taken away. Behind the back pass, a little bit of razzle-dazzle by Spain. Gets it to Said, and he goes up for the dunk, and he's fouled. What a moment for Spain here in Cluj-Napoca.
Shots up again, same position for Sante. And he'll try again, and it's good for three. Sante with a big time three.
The three from the half! Schreiner makes it! Wow, what a three from Schreiner from the half.
¿Cuál es la energía que nos une? ¿La pasión de cada pase? ¿La emoción de cada canasta? En Endesa apoyamos el baloncesto, todo el baloncesto. Sea cual sea tu energía, cree en ella.
Cuando crees en el esfuerzo, en la superación, en el talento, crees en el baloncesto. CaixaBank, escuchar, hablar, hacer. Nadie nos habría enseñado que unos trazos pueden esconder todo el dolor de un pueblo y que la fe y la humildad pueden llevarnos a tocar el cielo. El talento del artista, del deportista, necesita despertarse cada día y echar a volar. Porque solo de ese modo logrará llegar a nosotros, a vivir nuestras vidas y existir.
Un amigo me dijo, si quieres unas vacaciones inolvidables, ve al Caribe, ve con tu pareja, con amigos, con la familia, pero ve a un buen hotel, ve y toma el sol hasta que te confundan con una tía, ve con ganas de bucear, de nadar, ve y zambúllete de cabeza, mira, ve a donde te dé la gana, pero ve de travesura.
So welcome back to the Pabellon Príncipe Felipe here in Zaragoza, Spain. We're moments away from the second half action. As you see Sebastian Saiz getting a couple of shots up. Curious to have been a fly on the wall there in the Spanish locker room with Sergio Scariolo. Of course, Spain #2 in FIBA, the defending world champions, but down 3 here at home. See Diaz with 8 points, Saiz with 8 rebounds, Alocen 3 assists. But they've been a little bit sloppy, especially down the stretch of that second quarter. They end up with 13 turnovers in the first half. And that's tough to kind of overcome sometimes. You know, especially the other night against Romania, they had 14 turnovers for the whole game. So Poland now with the momentum. He's 1 of 6 in the field overall, 3 points, but had 2 huge blocks that saved 4 points. So we'll see how Spain responds here to a little adversity at home. Of course, they had a perfect run through the World Cup, going 8-0. After strong performances in the group phases, they really picked it up after that. You know, they beat Tunisia, Puerto Rico, and Iran in the groups, and beat Italy in the crossover matchup in the second round. And their biggest win at the time was against Serbia, which gave them a chance to go to the quarterfinals, also knocked Serbia out of the tournament. In the quarterfinals, of course, these two teams played, Spain and Poland. Spain winning that one 90-78. AJ Slaughter had 19 points in that game and 6 assists. But Ricky Rubio with 19 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, got Spain that victory. Should have mentioned that one earlier. That was in Shanghai, and that was to knock Poland out of the tournament. Spain then went on to beat Australia double overtime in the semifinals before winning by 20 over Argentina in the final in a dominant performance to win the gold medal in the World Championship World Cup trophy. So again, in that matchup between these two, as you see AJ Slaughter with 19 points and 7-14 shooting. Aaron Sell, just 3 points in that game. Sakalowski, though, did have 11 points on 5 of 7 from the field. So Sakalowski and Slaughter will look to repeat that performance here in the second half. Damian Kulik also had 10 points in that game off the bench. So Poland knows they can play with Spain. They have the lead now, the third quarter underway from Zaragoza. It's game day 2 of the FIBA EuroBasket 2021 qualifiers. We're going to be in for a thrilling second half of action. Here's Slaughter to Sell. And he airballs the first shot of the third quarter. So it's a second air ball from downtown for Sel, who did knock down a 3 in that first quarter. He's 1 of 4 now from 3 overall. Alocen, same starting 5 for both teams. Here's Diaz, and he knocks down the 3 to tie it up at 38. So Dani Diaz gets things going here for Spain, and basically starting from scratch now, 0-0 the rest of the way. He has 11 points, first player in double figures for Spain. Oh, they leave Sel wide open, and he finishes with the left hand. Nice patient finish there to avoid Saiz. Another assist for Košarek, and a double foul going to be called. Rabaseda and Slaughter having a little discussion. Of course, Slaughter plays in Spain for Real Betis. Rabaseda for the Gran Canaria. And Slaughter is so valuable to this team, so that's going to be his second personal foul. And Rabaseda also picking up the foul, and that's going to be his first. Alocen. Ooh, Rabaseda makes Košarek fall, and they're going to call a kickball, I believe, to reset the shot clock at 14. See Košarek just crashing to the floor. And a offensive foul. Saiz sets the illegal screen, trying to free up Diaz. And Sel came off hard. They also called a technical foul on Sebastian Saiz. So Košarek will knock down the technical free throw. So Saiz, let's see, he now has 2 fouls, 2 personal fouls as Slaughter goes back door. They can't finish over the help side defense. So nice cut, but good rotation from Spain. And then Saiz splits the defenders. Fortunate to not turn it over again. And Alocen, another assist. Hersanyuk, he throws it away right into the hands of Beiran. And Beiran fouled right around half court. So Hersanyuk, almost a blind pass, as you see Košarek trying to cut out in front. Alocen the pass, finds his way to Saiz. Alocen's 5th assist. Had 9 the other night. Here he is again, top of the key, 2-man game with Saiz. Finds him, and the big man, and 1. Off the 2-man game between the young point guard and the big power forward. Saiz keeps the ball high, draws a foul. And they call the foul on, I believe it was Hersanyuk. Saiz completes a 3-point play, and he's on his way to another double-double. He's got 11 points to go with 9 rebounds. More importantly, gives Spain the 2-point lead. Oh, strong move, and it's another and 1. This time, Aaron Sel with the response. Strong move from Sel. But then a finesse finish. Gets around Rabaseda. You see the lefty on the right side. That is not an easy finish through contact. And Rabaseda is awarded the foul. Now Poland back in front. So back and forth we start to go in the second half. Spain already with 4 team fouls. Poland with 3. Both teams will have to be a little bit more conservative on defense. See Poland in the zone as Diaz can't hit the 3. Bedan fouled on the rebound putback. So he'll head to the free throw line for 2. Bedan with 7 rebounds. So definitely playing big from that wing position. Michalak checks back in, replacing Koszarek. Michalak had a quiet first half. Scoreless, 0-3 from the field. Bedan knocks down the first free throw.
Yes, Bedan 2.
Slaughter escapes the double team. Cell attack. Kick out Sokolowski for 3. And seems like every possession, who's in the lead seems to change. Now it's Poland back up 2. Adosen throws it away. Another turnover. That's his 5th. Slaughter, transition, pull up 3, knocks it down in rhythm. Big time shot from Slaughter off the Michalak steal and pass. And Poland, 7 steals now, has its largest lead of the game. They're up 5. Another turnover from Adosen. He's starting to just get a little rattled, it seems, although he gets it back off the poke away. And then, Sokolowski, a kickball. So it's been a, wow, just thrilling action back and forth. You see this, oh yeah, he dribbled it off. Diaz dribbled off Sokolowski's foot. There was that Soko 3. Contact near the 3-point line. Alosendo, 6 assists, but does have 6 turnovers. Had a 9-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio against Romania. So struggling a little bit here. The foul is off screen, I think, on Hersanyuk, who picks up his 3rd foul. That's going to bring Kulik back off the bench and puts Rabaseda at the foul line. Both teams now in the penalty. We still have 6+ minutes to go. Hersanyuk kind of just pushes Rabaseda out of the way.
Yes, Rabaseda 2.
Kulig picks up his dribble. Slaughter, too much room. Another 3-pointer for Slaughter. And he's been on an absolute tear this weekend in the first qualifying window. 4 of 5 from 3 in this one, coming off 8 of 10 the other night. That's ridiculous. That's 12 of 15 from 3 in his last 2 games. And he now has 18 points. You take a look at it. Rabaseda, not a bad contest, but when you're in this kind of groove, it doesn't matter.
Intentar evitar esas 2-3 cosas. Yo creo que atrás, con cuidado con las manos, mover los pies, poner el cuerpo, pasar fuerte los bloqueos, pitan falta en ataque muy fácil. Ataque. Penetración al fondo. Nunca cortamos el balón. ¿Okay?
Jugamos más Spani en el uno lado, en el pulgar abajo. Volvemos a jugar uno con Dani, pulgar abajo directamente para el lead fuera. El 3 abajo, y cuando hacen 2 contra 1, que haya un corte, el del medio corta y tenemos 2 pases a la luego.
¡Qué alegría en Zaragoza! Vamos a por la cuarta. Fantástico, hasta tanto de autoridades hacer ahora, que antes tenéis.
So the fans still have the enthusiasm as the wave goes around the arena. And Poland switching up the defensive looks. They fall back into a man-to-man or a matchup zone. Kulik attacked by Bedan. This hook shot no good. Kulik the rebound. Here's Slaughter, gets inside, strong finish at the rim, and he's taking over this game now. Slaughter with 20 points, 8 in a row. And what a name, Slaughter doing just that right now to Spain. As a foul inside, Kulik had his arm hooked around Jovet. And they're gonna call the foul on Kulik to give Nacho the free throws. 8-point lead now for Poland, largest of the night. First free throw, no good for Jovic. Spain now 8 of 11 from the foul line. You see Slaughter get to the rim. Yes. 1 and 2 for Nacho. Giello, a lot of dribbling. Finds Slaughter, San Miguel draped all over him. Kulig, strong drive, offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder. Easy call there for the officials. And it seems like Nacho Jovet drew more than just a foul, reaching for that left shoulder. I believe that's the third personal foul on Kulik. So now both Kulik and Hrsanjek, the two bigs for Poland, 3 fouls apiece. You see here, takes the contact, falls hard. It's good defense. People say basketball is not a contact sport. Not sure what you're watching. That is a tremendous defensive play from Jovet. And Sokolowski doing a good job to avoid crashing into the falling player, Kulik. So Jovet manages to get to his feet, heads to the bench. So Saiz checks back in. Still a 7-point game. San Miguel, Diaz, Saiz, Justa, and Brizuela on the floor for Spain. Saiz goes inside, and that's going to be 4th foul on Hrsanjek, and they've been calling it tight all night. Saiz forces the contact. Hrsanjek, I mean, honestly, that's very, very good defense. Just puts his chest out. Jovet describing his pain right now to his teammates around that neck, upper shoulder area. So Hrsanjek right back to the bench
beast must rest. Ice pack for Yobet. And number 2, Alexander Valcherowski does make an appearance. So after not featuring in the first game or in the first half, the 19-year-old plays his ball here in Gran Canaria, who was really involved in the World Cup as well. Great shooter. Slaughter keeps the dribble alive and draws a foul. Free throws to come for Slaughter.
Segunda falta personal del jugador español, Rodrigo San Miguel.
See, San Miguel is almost at backcourt, but Slaughter able to get the dribble back.
Slaughter.
AJ, who's usually in the high 80s in terms of free throw percentage. Pretty much automatic swishes on both of those. And Slaughter, who will surely be one of the leading scorers in the qualifying games. Oh, right inside, Diaz left wide open. Breakdown defensively there for Poland, and a nice pass from Brizuela. Oh, another reach. Justa fortunate not to be called for the foul. And then a turnover. Giello throws it away. Here comes Brizuela. Justa, transition, 3 and then out. Oh, that was halfway down. Giello, he'll launch and knock down the huge 3. The lefty, Tomasz Giello. His first field goal of the qualifiers. Remember, he was fouled on a 3-pointer from the corner in that first half by his Spanish club teammate. And the defense from Valcherowski forces a turnover. So largest deficit of the game for Poland, 9, and they commit another turnover. And that is number 17 of the game. So Poland, a chance to add to this lead and make it a double-digit lead. Giello, same spot. Can't knock it down again. Valcherowski hustles, but he stepped out of bounds before he could save it. The hedge, Brizuela, the runner, Saiz offensive rebound and the quick putback. His second jump was so quick. And Saiz, double-double yet again. Michalak, his runner answers. And a good time to get his first field goal. Try to go to Saiz again. It's deflected out of bounds off of a Polish defender. As you see, Michalak used the screen and then an easier runner. Quick pass, Barreto, and they're going to call a travel. Yet another turnover. Timeout on the floor. Poland up 9, 62-53. Just under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. And we're going to be in for a phenomenal fourth quarter, I'm sure. Let's listen in to the Coach Scariolo huddle. Oh, actually, it's a Polish timeout, so we'll listen to Coach Taylor.
Hey, listen. Offense, 75. Oleg, Michal, AJ. Man or zone. Socko, yellow. Oleg, you're screening. Michal, you're cutting. Step up, and this is your play. Set the screen, dive to the rim. Got it? Now, on defense, 4-man, 5-man. When we switch, Oleg, this is horns, side. You got to be ready to take this cutter. We're guard to guard on this side, and when they try to post up the guard switch, you kick him out. Horn side, now listen. Let's go, that match finish. That's it. 75, double.
There you see it's been an efficient offense for Poland in this quarter. They already have 24 points in the first 8 minutes. Obviously, Slaughter responsible for a number of those. As you see him coming downhill, draws 3 defenders, and that leaves Tomasz Jello wide open. Slaughter picking up his first assist. Here's Slaughter. Does he hit that 3? Balcerowski wanting to make a serious impact, a highlight impact. Went for the massive tip dunk, and he'll head to the free throw line. As you see, Saiz caught him on the arm. So Balcerowski knocks down 2. And now a double-digit lead on the road in Zaragoza for Poland, up 11 on Spain. Brizuela, oh, he fell. No travel. Saiz, strong screen, and they're going to call the offensive foul. We've seen that happen from Hersanyuk on the other end. And Saiz, that's his 4th. So the leading scorer for Spain, who was just really setting a screen, maybe put a little bit too much into it. It's hard to say. Sokolowski ran into it hard, and that's going to bring Jovic back in the game. Saiz, 14 points, 10 rebounds, but now 4 fouls. Has to head to the bench. 3-2 zone for Spain. Trying to shake things up. Slaughter out of the game for the last minute plus. Getting a little rest. Here's Koshadek. The 3-pointer, no good. That was Gruszewski. And Spain is looking for some points. It's been quiet the last few minutes. Inside, Jovic deflected away by Balcerowski. 9 seconds on the shot clock, 52 seconds left in the 4th. Nice ball movement and a free throws as Justa gets Jello off his feet. So the Spanish bench made a huge difference in that first half between the end of the first quarter and kind of midway through the second. Can they do the same here and get Spain back into this game? Justa knocks down the first. There you see Adosen. Just 2 points, 6 assists, 6 turnovers right now. Michalak, he draws a foul. So free throws and a chance for him to push the lead back up to 10 or 11. See him, he gets by Barrero. First free throw is good. One to two. More free throws as San Miguel finds Jovet inside. And Balcerowski called for the foul. Long rebound, saved, initially called for Poland, but the Spanish bench emphatically stating that it went off a Polish player. Oh, turnover again. Koszarek takes it away. Shot clock and game clock nearly identical, so Poland will just run this down. Koszarek, step back long two, no good. So Balcerowski looked frustrated there on the sideline. But at the end of the third quarter, Poland with a 65-55 lead over Spain, up 10 on the road. A great third quarter from Poland. They put up 27 points. Spain manages 20. So they extend a 3-point lead from halftime up to 10. And now, take a look at the stats. Spain just not able to knock down the outside shot. Poland very consistent from the free throw line, but it's just been about turnovers. Spain with 20 turnovers so far in this game, and we still have 10 minutes to play. Poland just 9 for comparison. Check out the highlights of that third quarter. Dani Diaz, probably been Spain's best player alongside Saiz. So we're ready now for the fourth quarter. It's Group A of the European qualifiers. Very competitive group. Game day 2. Slaughter back in the game. Here's Alosen, his three-pointer no good. And a chance now for Poland to extend that 10-point lead. Sell back in the game alongside Kulik, his 3 fouls. So 4 starters on the floor for Poland. Kruszewski, the 1 reserve on the court. Again, this is the first game for Spain since they've won the World Cup at home. So first game at home in front of this crowd, these fans. Koshadek still can't hit. Sorry, that's Koshadek, who's now 0 of 4 from the field. And then Yobet rushes it underneath, no whistle. I expect AJ Slaughter to get even more aggressive, even against this 3-2 zone. Oh, they leave. Gruszewski open for 3, can't hit. And then Yobet couldn't secure the defensive rebound. So the ball will stay with Poland, 14 seconds on the shot clock. See the three-point shooting from both sides. And Scariolo feels like he can't afford to leave Saiz on the bench despite his 4 fouls. Sell, no hesitation, banks the 3. Wow. After a couple of air balls from the 3-point distance, Sell using the glass. Bank is open on a Sunday here in Zaragoza. Kulig. Ooh, another deflection. Poland has been so active defensively, getting their hands on a lot of these passes, forcing so many turnovers. And that's the reason they have this 13-point lead. Nice cut, Alocen. Skips it over. Justa, good challenge. Gruszewski. Saiz, another rebound. Seems like he just gets anything in his vicinity. Ends up in his hands. Rabaseda from the corner. He can't hit, but guess who's there? Saiz. This time he goes back up, and free throws to come. He's been a monster on the glass. Sebastian Saiz getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. And a chance now to add to his points from the foul line. 14 points, 12 rebounds on the game. Also picks up the 4th foul on Kulig, who'll have to check back out. And Taylor elects to go with Hersanyik, also has 4. Saiz now 5 of 6 from the foul line. Big man who was at Iberostar Tenerife, now with the Shibuya Sun Rockers. As the ball is tipped out, Spain extra possession. And it's Saiz inside, stripped by Gruszewski. Fans wanted a foul. Again, those active hands. And Koshadek missing another shot. He's just not knocking any of these down. And inside, oh, hard fall, and he grabs his knee. Hopefully he's okay, as Hersanyik, I believe, fouls out. I think they just banged knees. I don't think you see Justa with a hard fall. And that was the Gruszewski steal. So Lukas Koshadek heads out of the game. 36-year-old point guard. Struggling a little bit. 0-5 from the field, but it's all about Santi Justa right now as the trainers are around him. We'll see if he can get up on his own feet. And they will have to help carry him off. So an unfortunate sight there. The Iberostar Tenerife player limping off. He'll go get checked out in the locker room. Let's see, took the contact from Hersanyik, and then his knee buckled on landing. You hate to see it. And as someone who's hurt his knee a couple of times, that didn't look good. Hopefully it's a sprain. And prayers go out to Santi Justa.
Beirán, uno más.
So in the game to take the free throws is Beirán, who misses the second. So somewhat deflating there for Spain. Can they bounce back? And they use that as a way to create energy, seeing one of their brothers go down as Cell took a bump, threw it away. Here's Rabaseda. Quick transition. How impressive was that fast break? The pass there, the dime from Carlos Alocen. And a quick run here to get Spain back in it. It's 68-56. Poland calls the timeout. Alocen, 2 dribbles, throws it up ahead. Rabaseda in stride, able to finish over Slaughter. You can see Alocen probably watching a lot of Ricky Rubio growing up. A 2-handed bounce pass. And Rabaseda with his 7th point.
AJ, Sacco, Aaron, and Oleg. First play. 5-side traffic. AJ, Lucas, Oleg, screen slip. Hit Aaron. Sacco, cut through. AJ, bam. Right to the rim. Traffic. Now look. Against the zone. 94. Aaron, Oleg to the rim. Right to the middle. Okay, here we go.
So the stats in this game are just really interesting, right? You saw there, Spain, a huge rebounding advantage, 37-20 over Poland. But that's pretty much nullified, despite getting those 14 offensive rebounds by the 20. It's nullified by the 21 turnovers. So in terms of total shot attempts, Poland actually, right now, 23 of 51 overall. Spain just 20 of 46. So 5 more shots for Poland, despite all those offensive rebounds for Spain. And it's Koshadek gets around, finds Cell, 4-2. Wow, Koshadek tiptoeing the sideline and then gets the assist. It's now 70-59, an 11-point game. Diaz, the 3, no good. Cell the rebound, San Miguel can prevent the stop there for Poland. So here is Sokolowski, and 1 at the basket. Wow. Michael Sokolowski probing the defense, dribbled around a little bit, gets to the cup, and 1. And Spain probably going to call timeout here as the foul goes. I believe it's Diaz. And Koshadek. Looks like he stepped out of bounds there on that Cell layup. But they do not go to the replay or anything like that, so it will stand.
Salta vertical, no vayas con la mano. De todas formas, no cambia. Tenemos que ser agresivos a medio campo. No vamos a hacer dos cosas. No vamos a hacer cosas que no sabemos hacer, aunque no tenemos previsto. Vamos a defender fuerte.
Each team with 1 timeout left. 6:41 in the game.
Sólido. Si hay un piquerol de 4, sale fuerte y recupera como hemos hablado. Mandamos a la derecha. Intentamos correr y jugar pulgares y 3 abajo. ¿Vale? Venga, vamos. 1, 2, 3.
So Sokolowski now the foul line, looking to complete the 3-point play after the N1 layup. Another great game for Sokolowski's 13 points right now, 5 of 8 from the field. But he misses the free throw. Valcherowski secures the offensive rebound. A backdoor cut, Slaughter, thought about it. Pulls it back out. 1-on-1 with San Miguel. Sokolowski takes a bump, can't finish, and now Spain gets their stop. Beran. Oh, good defense from Sokolowski. It's another turnover for Spain. 22 on the night. You see the concerned looks on the faces of the Spanish players. Koshadek, Balcerowski for two, throws it down with authority, and the big man gets his first field goal of these qualifiers. What a pass from Koshadek. 15-point lead. Foul on the reach-in, but take a look at this one. The pick, the roll, the dive, the hammer. I'm telling you, I've said it before, I don't want to get carried away. I just see a little bit of Porzingis and Balcerowski. I don't know why, I just do. Here's Alocen for three, no good, Slaughter the rebound. And Poland will be happy to use up a little bit of clock here. Never mind, Slaughter going for the dagger early, but he misses the three. See the three-point shooting, Spain 0 of 5 from three in this fourth quarter. Beran to Diaz, he finishes for two. And it looks like Slaughter took a hit to the face. Here comes Ferran Basas. Oh, it looks like Sell caught his teammate with an elbow. That knocked Slaughter to the ground. So quick rest here for Saiz. Sell wants Slaughter. Cuts back door. AJ, little bump, finishes through the contact. His first 2 points of the fourth quarter. Oh, no transition D. Poland, another breakdown defensively. So now Poland 14 fouls. Spain in the bonus the rest of the way. Two point guards on the floor for Spain. Basas. And another deflection. Gotta love the active hands. Fourth foul there on Koshadek on that last whistle. And it's gonna be the final timeout for, I believe, Spain. So Spain using up their last timeout. Poland still has one to go. Let's listen in.
Bloqueo aquí para Dani. Y Javi bloquea. Screen the screener sencillo, ¿vale? Los saque de banda. Ahora es banda aquí, ¿no? Javi y Dani pone un pick and roll. Zipper y pick and roll, ¿vale?
See the shooting. Spain 5 of 21 from three.
En ataque, jugamos cuernos arriba y cuernos lado, pero sin bloqueo, slip, y 5 abiertos, penetrar, doblar, sacarla con paciencia. Defensa, defensa. Aparte que tenemos una falta, ahora sí podemos ser agresivos. Tenemos cambio y relevar.
So, some interesting results in the other groups. Serbia losing in Belgrade to Georgia by 4. Slovenia hangs on to get the W over Austria. Hungary beats Ukraine. And also Italy up 7 against Estonia in the final minute there. But here, Poland up 15 in Spain on the world champions. Diaz has the height advantage on Slaughter. Alocen takes the three, knocks it down. And he needs to be more aggressive offensively. Again, just 19 years old, loves to pass the ball, no question, but he can knock down the shot. Here's Slaughter, trapped in the corner, gets away. Valcherowski has the height advantage. Instead, it's Koshadek shooting and missing a three. Here comes Alocen. Rabaseda in rhythm. Ooh, shanks it off the backboard. And that quiets the crowd. Slaughter gets inside. Scoopy finish. A.J. Slaughter, unstoppable here in Spain. No, he wants that payback from that quarterfinal defeat to the Spaniards as Basas answers with 2 of his own, his first field goal. 12-point game still. We approach the 3-minute mark. And an offensive foul goes against Sokolowski. And he has to be careful here. So 12-point game as we're right at the 3-minute mark now. Fans urging their players on. Rabaseda just 2 of 9 from the field. Do Spain have enough shooting? Here's Alocen, and he loses it on the way up. Slaughter clapping for it. Oh, Rabaseda reaches in from behind. Just a second team foul on Spain, so not a bad gamble. And you see caught him on the ribs. Slaughter inside to Sell. Has to put it up, 3 seconds. Oh, it's gonna be a travel instead. So Spain still within striking distance. Should be looking for Danny Diaz. Basas. Dangerous pass, way out. There's Alocen, nice spin. There is Diaz, and he'll head to the foul line for 2. Again, Alocen, his first instinct is always to find a teammate. Doesn't really look for the shot himself. There it is. I think the foul's going to be called on Sell. So Aaron Sell picks up his second personal. Diaz knocks down the first free throw. His first trip to the foul line. Misses a second. Spain leaving a lot of points at the free throw line. They're now 15 of 23. It's just 65% for the Spaniards. You see they're pulling in 88%, 14 of 16. Diaz, Spain's leading scorer with 16 points. Koshadek, what a time to get your first basket. Breaks the 0 for 6 look on his box score. And they're back up 13. Here's Beiran. Diaz, offensive rebound, kicks out to Basas. They can't buy a 3. Slaughter the rebound and got tripped. So it's looking closer and closer, like an upset might be going down here in Zaragoza. The number 2 team in the world down double digits as we approach the final minute.
So still more fouls to give for Spain. See the referees. I'm gonna go check whether or not it was an unsportsmanlike, I believe. So we'll check out the replay. Slaughter gets the rebound. No, that's an accidental trip on Rabaseda. I don't see anything malicious in that intent. See it again, he gets the board. That angle will be tough, can't see much there. So it's just a regular foul, not an unsportsmanlike. Third team foul on Spain. So they have one more foul that they can commit before the free throws. Sokolowski picks it up there. That one on Alosen. Shot clock back at 14, minute 9 left here in the fourth. Stunned crowd in Zaragoza. Still hear Coach Taylor. They find Slaughter. Under 5. And he, wow, called for travel. So walked into the double team. Under a minute left now, up 13, Poland. Just need a few stops. Spain, desperation time. They need to act quickly. Diaz posting up. Oh, Kulik, good help side defense. And that might just do it. Fans starting to leave their seats. Here's Sell. Step back 3, short. Beran. Poland just doesn't want to foul. Beran open 3, in and out. And that's just how it's gone for Spain here. Alosen will take one. Short. And Beran with the final 2 points. But Poland will pick up the win, 80-69. A huge win for Poland and Coach Mike Taylor as they defeat the defending world champions on their home floor. Spain, their first loss in quite a while, obviously after going perfect at the World Cup. And there you see Rabaseda hugging his teammate from the Gran Canarias, Balcerowski. But what a huge win here for Poland. A tough loss for Spain. Obviously their first home game since being crowned world champions, but it is the final score, 80-69. Poland over Spain. So a little bit of payback for Poland after losing in the quarterfinals to the Spanish country at the FIBA World Cup in China. And you see what these games mean to the players, to the coaching staff, and of course to the fans. Spain doesn't lose often at home here with the national team. Of course, you can always point to the fact that, 8 of the players for Poland did feature the World Cup, just 1 for Spain. But still, Spain's usually, even their B team, if you want to call it that, usually produces some great moments. But tonight, it's all about Spain here. A.J. Slaughter, of course, the man of the game, 26 points. And there's the jersey swap between Gruszecki and Sebastian Saiz.
But A.J. Slaughter, 26 points on 10 of 20 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. And overall, Poland 21 of 37 from 2, 8 of 24 from 3. They shoot 48% from the field. Spain goes just 41% in total. They knocked down only 6 of the 26 threes despite a 17 rebound advantage. It's not enough. Poland, 11 steals, forcing a total of 23 turnovers. And you see there the leading scorers for both sides. Of course, Slaughter, Sell with 17 on 7 of 12 shooting. Sokolowski, 13 points. Diaz leads the way for Spain for 16 points. Saiz, big game for him again, 15 points, 12 rebounds. And we'll watch the highlights of a game that the Polish fans, I'm sure, will not soon forget, especially after being down as much as, I believe it was 9 in that first half. They lead the entire second half. Did not relinquish the lead. Oh, that's a lie, actually. Spain were up 42-41 with 8 minutes left in the third. And after that, the run, all Poland all the way. A great second half performance. You see there that huge dump from Balcerowski, which kind of felt like that was the, not the dagger, but the moment where Poland just knew they were going to pull away with this one. So Poland, they get 40 points in the paint, 20 points from their bench, 17 points off turnovers, make 88% of their free throws, and just together they get a huge game from the big three, we'll call them, Aaron Sell, Sokolowski, and A.J. Slaughter. And this is a victory without Panitka. You know, their captain, Adam Wachinski, also not available, but I'm sure they're very happy for their brothers. And Poland now with a chance in his Group A, of course. That's the other thing to keep in mind. That is now, it makes this group so much more interesting. Spain, 1 win, 1 loss. Israel plays tomorrow against Romania with a chance to be at the top of the group. And now Poland redeems its loss against Israel, and they are 1-1 as well. So Poland with the 3 points, and obviously the point differential in their favor at the moment. Look at that, Poland at the top of the group after game day 2 of Group A in the FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much more action still taking place throughout today as well as tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.